Elite Facts presents
Hair can tell you about your health.
7.
Thyroid problems. Thyroid problems can make all the difference when it comes to your appearance and health. One of the telltale signs when it comes to whether or not there's problems with your thyroid is if your thick locks are suddenly thinning. If you're experiencing this, don't waste any time and go and see your doctor. For those who don't know what a thyroid is, the thyroid is the master gland that controls the endocrine system and affects hair growth. Now, if you notice that your hair is in fact thinning in such a short amount of time, the problem could be a sign of hypothyroidism. Hypothyroidism is a condition in which the thyroid gland struggles to produce a necessary amount of hormones that your body needs. As well as this, it has been noted that hair thinning could also be linked to a hormonal imbalance related to polycystic ovarian syndrome, or PCOS, which impacts how a woman's ovaries function.
6.
Dental issues may be a problem. Now, you're probably thinking that there's no way your hair could be a sign of any sort of dental issues. However, it makes sense when you consider the fact that most people who have hair disorders tend to have these issues thanks to mutations relating to the hair protein known as keratin. This is known as anagen hair syndrome. One of the signs of this is when you are easily able to pull out strands of hair without having to try. But one of the known side effects of this is strangely the fact that you're high at risk of having tooth cavities. All of the studies regarding this issue have been provided by the Journal of Clinical Investigation. Keratin is an essential building block for both your hair and tooth enamel, and mutations of the protein also result in a softer tooth surface that is susceptible to bacteria and decay. Now, before we finish this section off, if you suffer from such a condition, or if you just know that you have it, please be extremely diligent when it comes to dental care. Go to the dentist on a regular basis. Brush your teeth twice a day at least, and don't skip flossing. You can't be too safe when it comes to dental health anyway.
5.
You could be lacking important vitamins. If you're noticing that your hair is thinning to the point where it'll be gone in the not-too-distant future, this could potentially be a serious sign that your immune system is very, very weak. According to Dr. Ariel Levitan, co-founder of VU Vitamin LLC, quote, "It is far more common that thinning hair represents deficiencies in certain key vitamins." Now, luckily, this is an easy fix, as all you'll need to do is eat more foods and supplements that can help boost your immune system back up to where it should be. Replacing those nutrients with multivitamins or changing up your diet to include more iron and proteins can help remedy this and better the symptoms. But be warned, it's a slow process and could take around 6 months for progress to be visible.
4.
Your red flaking scalp could be more than just uncomfortable. Now, if you've noticed this and are worried about your health, don't worry too much, as this is likely psoriasis. Now, it must be said that while you shouldn't worry too much, to get rid of this condition, you are going to have to change up your lifestyle quite drastically. But it's not something that's going to kill you. Psoriasis is an itchy, flaky scalp condition that appears as pink-red inflamed areas with adherent thick white scales. Even though it can be uncomfortable or seemingly unsightly, topical and oral medications can help you manage the condition. Oftentimes, psoriasis relates to other diseases like heart disease, metabolic syndrome, or even arthritis. So, of course, the only thing that can really be recommended when fighting off this condition is to live a healthier lifestyle. Eat healthier and be more active. It's as simple as that.
3.
Infection and ringworm. Now, this one again refers to hair loss, but this one isn't something to do with your lifestyle. If you're noticing your hair rapidly falling out, it's important to note that there are a variety of infections that can trigger this symptom. Take ringworm, for example. For those who don't know, ringworm is a fungal infection which is contagious itching skin disease occurring in small circular patches. The most common form of ringworm is athlete's foot. If ringworm was to occur on your head and scalp, it can make its way into the fibers of your hair and cause them to fall out. In addition, certain bacterial infections can cause folliculitis, which is the inflammation of your hair follicles, and this can also lead to hair loss.
2.
Greasy hair. Ever wondered why your hair gets so greasy so quickly? Well, don't worry, it's not a genetics thing. The reason your hair gets so greasy fast isn't due to you only showering once a week, although that certainly doesn't help. Definitely shower more often. The reason for this, however, is more about what you eat. That's right, your hair is greasy because of the greasy food that you consume. A diet packed with highly processed foods can lead to a mane that's dull or thin. Without a balanced diet, the body transports whichever nutrients it can get to your heart and other crucial organs, leaving your hair behind. If you're seeing this with your hair, that might be a sign for you to ditch processed garbage and eat more whole foods. Yes, vegetables are bland and boring, but it'll do your hair wonders if you can stick to it. If your hair is slow to grow, you could be low on protein, the main building block of hair. Squeeze in 2 to 3 servings of protein each day through foods like meat, chicken, eggs, fish, tofu, whole grains, and nuts.
1.
Stress. Here we go, one of the clearest signs when it comes to your hair warning you about your health. Now, while it's far from the most dangerous item on this list, stress levels can be extremely detrimental to your overall health, and one of the clearest signs of stress, if you already don't realize you have it, is when your hair starts dropping out. When it comes to women, they tend to have many different sources when it comes to stress in their lives. This can range from their jobs to their financial situations to their family and their social obligations, just to name a few. When it all starts piling up, it seems as though you're carrying the entire weight of the world on your shoulders. If you're experiencing this, then it should come as no surprise to notice loads of hair falling off your brush after brushing, after neatening your hair up. To that end, when the stress in your life has become so great that it's seemingly insurmountable, it's possible to suffer from alopecia areata. This is a condition in which your body ends up attacking your own hair follicles and causes your hair to fall out, and moments of extreme stress can trigger this kind of bodily response. On top of all of this, when your stress levels eventually hit its peak and you feel as though you're being pulled in many different directions due to all of your commitments, it's not uncommon to find yourself literally pulling out your hair from your head as a result. This isn't something you see in films and TV shows just to show a character being overly stressed out. This is something people do when they can't take much more. But this is actually a condition known as trichotillomania, and it's when you compulsively engage in the act of pulling out strands of your own hair. In fact, this undeniable urge to pull out your hair is often triggered by being under a great amount of stress or feeling lonely, depressed, and isolated, and it's often used as a coping mechanism for dealing with difficult and painful circumstances. While many consider trichotillomania to be a condition that's synonymous with perfectionism, it's extreme stress that will eventually lead to full-blown baldness if it's not dealt with. And that's our list. Did we leave anything out that you know about? Let us know in the comments section below. And please remember to subscribe and tap the bell button so that you'll be notified when new videos are uploaded. Thanks for watching.
Don't forget to like us and subscribe for more elite facts.